Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at some more Apple peripherals, and today it's bits for the old MacBook Pro. This is the 2021 14-inch model that I have. I needed to get a new keyboard, so we've gone for the Magic Keyboard, the non-Touch ID version, and the new Magic Mouse. I do have the previous Magic Mouse, the white one. I think they only do this model now in black. Certainly that's all that appears on the Apple online store and actually in the physical store. I picked these up at the Apple store here in London. They are not cheap. So the mouse, £99, a lot of money for a mouse. They do work beautifully and the battery life on them is good, which is why I do buy these. It's handy to have the swipe actions on them as well, and the Magic Keyboard. So this is the standard version, also £99. Again, expensive for a pretty basic Bluetooth keyboard, but it does just pair and work beautifully. I've bought some cheaper Bluetooth keyboards and the pairing is constantly on and off. It's just a pain in the neck. So again, just a look there at the labels for you so that you know what we're dealing with. So there are now 3 versions of the Magic Keyboard. You can get the next one up, which is the basic one with the number pad on it, which I believe is £129. And then for a whopping £199, you can get that, but with the Touch ID as well. I don't really need Touch ID on here. Having Touch ID on the power button on the MacBook Pro is enough for me. So let's get these open and take a look at them. Here we are with the keyboard first. As you'd expect with an Apple product, and as you'd expect from a keyboard that costs £100, it's beautifully put together. It's sturdy, but it's very, very lightweight and thin, so you can fit this into a laptop bag quite comfortably. You've got the plain white plastic backing here, Apple logo, charge point there, all of the keys that you'd expect, and of course, again, being an Apple product, you've got the lock key in the right place. You get the function and command buttons as well. Obviously, if you get a generic Bluetooth one, it won't have the keyboard that you're familiar with that matches perfectly what's on your MacBook, but it does come at a price. Coming in here, as with all peripherals now, it's USB-C, and then obviously to the lightning on the end there. So that's fine, because you're only going to use that when you're actually charging it up. And the battery life on these is really good. I have one of these already that I keep back in the office, so that's fine. And then you get the Gumph, usual paperwork and stuff. We won't go into that. Works really well. If you've never used one before, you've got a simple switch on here, and you pair it with the MacBook Pro in seconds. I've never used one of these with a non-Apple product or MacBook product. I can't say how easy or not they are to play with there, but with the MacBook Pro it works beautifully. So let's take a look at the mouse. This is the first. I don't know when they started doing the black version as opposed to the white version. There you go. It's nice in black. It's going to show a lot of fingerprints up, but it is quite nice. Makes a change from the usual white. I don't think at the moment Apple are selling the white ones from what I can see, but that might just be that they're out of stock. Certainly this was the only one they had in the Apple store when I picked this up. When I looked online, there were no white versions available, so maybe they're pushing the black. I don't know. Power button is on the bottom, and there's your optical sensor. The good thing about the Apple mouse, the Magic Mouse I should say, is that you've got the fingertip swipe, so it works with 1, 2 or 3 fingers. The same gestures that work on your trackpad work on here. That's pretty unique. The other good thing about this, as opposed to other optical mice, is that it will work on almost any surface. I've used lots of wireless optical mice before, and on certain surfaces, if they're too smooth, they just don't work. These seem to work on anything. The only pain in the neck with these is whatever genius invented them, or designed them I should say, put the charge point on the bottom as opposed to anywhere else. I don't know where else they could have put it, on the side I suppose, but it does mean that when it's charging it's up on bricks until that's done. So there you go, they work beautifully. I don't need to show you them in use because they just work. They work really well, as they should for the price. So there you go, the Magic Mouse and Magic Keyboard. Thanks very much for watching.